An American bulldog, 6 years old, was chained to a tree in a Baltimore park early in 2018 and abandoned to fend for himself in bitter cold. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. Stephanie Dagon Hart, a 35-year-old resident, found the abandoned puppy. In addition, she discovered a heartbreaking message close by, from which the instructor discovered the truth. The animal enthusiast decided to give the respectable white dog all she had. Dagon Hart had actually just been at Patterson Park, Baltimore, Maryland on that icy winter's day because she needed to exercise her own dogs. On the morning of January 13, 2018, the instructor was taking her 2 rescue puppies for a walk in the chilly, fresh air when she noticed something. There was an American bulldog swaying and seeming disoriented and abandoned while strapped to a tree. Dagon Hart was shocked to see how frozen-looking the dog appeared, and she knew she had to save him. It's not clear how long the white puppy had been restrained, but Dagon Hart's heart dropped when he saw how cold it was. The dog appeared to be quite calm emotionally in addition to being extremely chilly physically. Later, Dagon Hart told the Baltimore TV show ABC 2 News about the distressing scene. "He was just sitting there so somber and freezing cold," she said. "I could not get that out of my head. He was shaking so hard from being cold." Dagon Hart said that the image of the poor puppy will be in her memory forever, since it was so horrific taking the abandoned animal directly to the nearby Baltimore Animal Rescue and Care Shelter. Barks was the dog lover's initial idea. Unfortunately, and maybe predictably, the bulldog didn't seem to be prepared for a stranger to approach him. The icy dog appeared anxious and gave Dagon Hart sporadic growls. The kind instructor chose to just sit quietly with the trembling dog after telling the ABC cameras that she thought the animal needed space. Dagon Hart knew she had to take action, though. As a result, she made a police call to arrange for assistance from Baltimore's Animal Welfare Department. The animal lover posted on the neighborhood Facebook group to engage with the local community as she waited for them to come. "Losing faith in humanity here," she said with the photo she published of the unfortunate puppy. "This puppy was found tied up. He's too afraid to get near me. Does anyone know who he is?" But Dagon Hart quickly saw a hint that would identify the identity of the stray dog. On the grass in front of the tree, the teacher discovered a message that was probably penned by the animal's owner. All it stated was, "My name is Duke. This is my food and my favorite toy. My search is for a new residence." Dagon Hart's heart fell once more. Still, Dagon Hart decided to cheer up the bulldog while they waited for help to arrive now that she knew his name. She said to ABC 2 News that she sat on a seat close to Duke and started addressing him by name and simply having a conversation with him to let him know he wasn't alone anymore. A genuinely remarkable event started to happen while they waited. After seeing Dagon Hart's Facebook post, neighbors started to quietly make their way into Patterson Park with items to console Duke. Dagon Hart stated to ABC 2, "People started coming over with towels, with blankets, with treats, and saying, 'Did you try this technique?' or 'Did you try this?'" An hour or so later, Baltimore City animal control officials arrived and brought Duke to Barks, Dagon Hart's first preference. Adoption requests for Duke soon flooded the rescue facility. For the American bulldog who had been abandoned, this was fantastic, but there was a problem. It seems that there was a legal issue that prevented Duke from being adopted right soon. On January 16th, Bailey Deacon, the Barks Director of Communications, explained this issue involving red tape to ABC 2 News. According to Deacon, Duke was placed on a legally mandated 3-day stray hold when he arrived at Barks. This meant that according to the law, Duke's owners had not officially surrendered Barks' custody of him. Therefore, the dog would need to stay at the facility for 72 hours before being considered for adoption. Deacon continued, saying the center knew from the message that Duke's family wanted to retain him, but was unable to do so. The dog's story really touched the Barks representative, who told ABC 2 that, "Everyone in the community just wants to give Duke a home. That seems like the story's high point all around." Later, in an interview with the TV current affairs program Today, Deacon herself called Duke a big mush. This remark was made by her 6 days after Duke was found by Dagon Hart. By then, he had recovered well and was placed at Barks. Moreover, Deacon continued to tell Today, he is eager to meet new people and very trusting. His tail never stops wagging, and his smile is contagious. He is the kind of dog who believes everyone in the space or on the street is there specifically to serve him. Dagon Hart also told the media about the amazing outpouring of support from the public for Duke's rescue. The instructor stated, "I think he kind of captured everyone's hearts because he's so adorable and looked so stoic just sitting around that tree." To be sure, the fact that so many individuals expressed a desire to adopt Duke shows how deeply the dog's tail touched people in the neighborhood. However, supportive locals did not hold back when sharing their worries about Duke's situation on social media. Following Dagon Hart's Facebook statement that she was losing trust in people, other commentators expressed a similar sentiment. "I couldn't imagine the frustration or the anger that someone would have to put a dog on a tree and tie it up like that," one person said in response. "I suppose they found the response or outcome they were hoping for." While others showered Duke's first savior with acclaim, Dagon Hart would have none of it. "I feel like you do have to stop," she said to ABC2. "It is required of you to remain. It wasn't a decision, you know." In addition, she expressed to the cameras her anticipation for a speedier and more joyful reunion with Duke. Dagon Hart was also eager to mark the location of her discovery of Duke. She wanted to deliver a brief reminder to animal owners there, letting them know that giving up a pet that is no longer able to be cared for is allowed as long as it is done responsibly. In fact, Barks is simply one illustration of an animal rescue organization that accepts every animal without hesitation or discrimination. In an interview with Today, Deacon gave pet owners comfort, adding, "We welcome all animals into our care without judgment." Thankfully, Wallace White, a U.S. Army specialist, found Duke a new home on the day after Deacon's remarks were aired. Local channel CBS Baltimore reported on January 19, 2018, and shared the happy news. They also disclosed that White was unaware of Duke's rescue until a buddy told him about his new puppy's notoriety. A Barks employee then posted a celebration of the news on the company's Facebook page. "This is the best ending, no beginning for our big buddy Duke," they wrote. "Baltimore, I'm grateful that you saved this cute boy." As the message gained 10,000 reactions, other Facebook users were ecstatic. Positive remarks about the update were also abundant, including, "Barks, you are amazing," and "Thank you, Officer Wallace, for your kind heart and for serving our country. I appreciate all you do." Sadly, tales of Duke's desertion are not unique. The American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, or ASPCA, estimates that roughly 3.2 million pets are adopted annually by American shelters. More than 700,000 of these are stray animals. According to the ASPCA, there are several reasons for this terrible situation, including the fact that some pet owners find it difficult to handle their animals' challenging and aggressive tendencies, unpredictable development rates, and irreversible health problems. But now that Duke has discovered a contented lifelong home, he is free from such concerns. Thanking everyone who contributed to his rescue, Barks described it as a joint effort between Baltimore City Animal Control and the wonderful residents of Patterson Park. Thanks to his wide smile and waving tail, the American Bulldog has become quite popular, especially with his new owner, who, according to Barks, fell in love with Duke just for being Duke. With luck, you enjoy this video. If so, kindly click the bell icon and subscribe buttons to ensure that you never miss any video from our channel. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.